Welcome to today's video. We're going to be watching some true crime today. And these are some suggestions from my Discord, some not. Some true crime, some maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember. I pick them because I think they sound cool, and then we find out on the way. So if you're watching the video, that means you missed the live stream, but you can always watch the next one over on Twitch. I stream almost every single day, except Sundays as of late. Also, if you have any videos that you think would be good watches, make sure to go over to my Discord. I have a React Suggestions chat in my Discord where a bunch of my lovely people give me really cool things that we all watch together. And that's one of you because you're watching it on YouTube. So you could literally just like do that, but on Twitch. Yeah. Anyway. Intro time. Minor car accident causes major freak out. Shakira flabbergasted 2.
You guys are gonna cause me to lose my job. Please let me go to work. Please let me go home. Please, I have to go to work. What the f*** are you doing? Oh my God, stop!
I'm asking you what your name is.
Shakira.
Shakira.
Is that your name?
Shakira. You can call me Shakira.
Shakira.
Shakira flabbergasted. I have food in my car.
Bro, to be honest, crazy name if that was off the dome. Like if she just came up with that on the spot, crazy one. I mean, that's an iconic name. If that was just off the top, that's all I'm saying.
I have food in my car.
You need to calm
I have
down.
food in my car.
Oh my God.
Why are you yelling? Okay, well, you're not going anywhere.
I'm not going
Chris,
anywhere.
get over here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, you keep running around. Sit down.
I need to get here now. These cops they're pinning me to a corner.
Ma'am,
The cops are trying to arrest me.
Kayla, we're not here to arrest you.
Mom, I'm gonna f***ing kill myself.
Why are you
Don't
freaking out?
talk to me! Oh my God!
Kayla,
I can't fix this!
okay.
What in the
Get out of the
world,
street.
bro?
Welcome back to another episode of Dreading. Or
Wow,
if this is your first time here, welcome. Today we are going to be revisiting the case of Shakira Flabbergasted, aka the woman who was arrested
Remember
for
when
calling the
she said
police
her
on her
behavior
boyfriend
would
simply to
change?
scare him.
Yeah, I'm not
After
thinking.
her first
I
video,
don't know if she
we got a
changed,
plethora
guys.
of comments demanding that we review her second time on police body cam after a small car accident. And so, who are we to deny our patrons and subscribers? These videos
Bro,
tend to
imagine being the
provide a
person
nice
she
break
ran
from the
into
hours of
where the
research
accident was a
into
part
some
of.
the worst true crime cases. So,
Well, I guess I
have
don't
to
know
say
if she
thank you
caused
to
it or
every
not,
person
but
who
imagine being
supports
the other
this
person
specific
in this
content.
situation,
As
just like,
always, if there's a video you'd like to see, or a case you want more attention brought
Oops.
to, you can let me know by emailing me at dreading.official@gmail.com. I'm still consistently going through the inbox, adding your suggestions to the list of stories to research, and I promise that I'll do my best to cover the cases respectfully. We have a list of over 2,000 cases that have been sent in, so it may take some time, but I am
Damn.
trying. This footage was made
Hop
public
off,
by the
King.
channel Lens of the Law Police Body Cam videos, and the original upload sans commentary will be left in the description box down below, alongside a link to their Buy Me a Coffee account.
Dude's
If you like their
drowning in content.
I highly recommend checking them out and throwing some support their way. But this video is brought to you by Aura. When I was
That was extremely abrupt.
A flabbergasted female.
Address Marshfield 2015 Honda Civic.
Where she's already she's freaking out already?
So, if you have watched our previous video, Shakira, whose real name is Kayla, is once again showing an aversion to anyone being near her. From the body cam alone, we can see that neither the other woman nor the police
She shook
officer
ear
is
on
crowding
my
her.
flabber
No
till
one is
I
crowding
gasped.
her, and no one is so close that they pose a threat, or can be accurately described as a problem. But because people are approaching her
She
at
was
all,
already
wanting to
freaking
discuss
out.
what
That's
just happened,
wild.
she reacts as if she's being mobbed. In the previous incident, she did this with the police,
Yep.
waving them off and wildly gesticulating, even though she was far from being crowded. This is likely a small and ineffective way to try and gain some control over the situation she's found herself in.
Yep.
She immediately jumps to victimizing herself and trying to make it seem that she is in a vulnerable position. That way everyone around her will be more amenable to her demands.
Yep.
Of course, that doesn't happen in most cases.
Yep,
but she doesn't
emotional
seem to
terrorism.
realize that. Kayla is frantic once again, repeating that her car has been destroyed and loudly calling attention to herself. But the damage to her vehicle seems fairly cosmetic and not so terrible. Like before, she has found herself in a less than ideal situation, one that plenty of average people have found themselves in daily. And instead of handling it rationally like an adult, she's making everything harder than it needs to be.
Imagine.
Getting into a car accident, no matter how big or small, is obviously something that a lot of people want to avoid.
Right.
When
I
it does
remember
happen,
this lady.
it's stressful.
It gets
It throws
so
a
much
wrench into your
worse.
life in various
This isn't
ways,
her
and
last
it tends to
run-in
make
with
the
the
person
police.
responsible
Oh, we know.
feel foolish and incapable. However, if no one is seriously injured and
We
can walk
know.
away with their lives, that's all that matters. If you ever find yourself in a car accident, the best thing you can do for yourself is to verify that you aren't harmed. Check on the occupants of the other vehicles that were in the accident, swap insurance information, and take photos for posterity. It also doesn't hurt to call the police.
And scream and run in the street.
Third-party accounting of what occurred just in case. It's
Wait
in
a
your
minute.
best interest to stay calm, because everyone involved in the accident will likely be on edge or in some sort of shock. As we mentioned in the previous video with Shakira, letting one's emotions get the better of them is a very negative habit to get into, especially if you're an adult who wants to be taken seriously.
I guess I'll
The
just
world
put all
isn't a
these
safe or
videos like
kind
in one
place, and
video.
things go wrong
I don't
all
know.
the time. You're going to experience things that upset, anger, or frighten you, but you always benefit from thinking before speaking
Maybe.
and not letting those emotions control you. Shakira doesn't seem to have learned that though, and appears to operate solely on how she feels at the time. She has already justified her negative behavior based on her feelings, meaning that anything she does or says in this situation is okay, simply because she was upset. It's extremely immature and makes her seem radically unintelligent. It also forces the other car's occupants into a position where they are almost forced to cater to her in this ordeal. Just from how
Yeah, because it's an extremely glaring sign of stunted maturity. I mean, like, absolutely. Being inconvenienced or causing a problem and immediately starting to scream and run around and throw a fit is a great way to get what you want, but in the most, I mean, not even necessarily, by the way, a great way to try to get what you want if you want to be perceived as literally 3 years old.
the cars are positioned and how she has repeated that her car sustained damage, she is probably
My
the one at fault
daughter
for the
literally
fender
handles
bender.
situations
She
like
hit
this
the
better.
larger truck, so it would make
She is
sense
2.
for her to be approached by the other driver in order to get their insurance information. But even though she caused the accident, she is at fault. She refuses to handle the issue like a mature adult, the way everyone over the age of 16 is expected to once they obtain their driver's license. She instead lashes out like a child. She's lucky that the person she hit
Absolutely
can regulate
crazy.
their emotions,
Yeah.
because her response
She
could have
is.
easily escalated the situation into a
Yup.
fight between her and the person she hit. But
Oh.
let's see how this plays out.
You're fine. Who's involved in the accident?
From what I gathered is her.
She's approaching.
She rear-ended him because he
I
was
can
sitting
hear
on
her
a lake
coming.
ice screen, and I'm trying to talk to her and just calm her down, and she's like, "Officer, I have to go."
We are now learning that the woman in the gray shirt,
Bro, she's
calmly
just
informing
always in
the
a
officer
hurry.
of what happened, was not a part of the accident at all.
Maybe Shakira's just got shit to do, man. Maybe she's, she just seems, she's always so busy. She's got shit to do.
She is just a bystander who was trying to calm Shakira down.
I gotta
like
go.
when her boyfriend tried to come to her aid after mistaking her screams for being attacked by the police. This person felt inclined to help her because she cannot seem to process things the way a rational adult would. Unfortunately, this is probably why the behavior has continued for as long as it has.
Yeah, because
Instead of feeling any
people
sort
are
of
just
shame
nice.
or embarrassment over her actions, at some point in her life, she associated this kind of immature overreaction with getting others to do her bidding.
Yeah. Because when a child throws a tantrum, a person comes to their help, unfortunately. Fortunately and unfortunately. Because when a child is 2 and is upset, they don't know what to do about that. And so they need that help, and that help is offered because people want to help children. And even though this person is literally a grown-ass woman, she's behaving like a child. But that parental instinct still occurs, I guarantee it.
And so she's never stopped.
I said in the last video,
She's
like, I
never
feel
been
like I need to go
forced
pick
to
up my
engage
daughter
like an
and
adult,
tell her
and
she's
therefore
okay. You know what I
doesn't.
mean?
That being said, She acts so
Absurd.
irrationally at this point, I doubt there is any real hope for her to eventually learn how to maturely advocate for herself in stressful situations. The amount of work she would have to be willing to do to move away from this behavior isn't insignificant, and it's very rare that people choose to do that for themselves. At the end of the clip, she begins to approach the officer, screaming that she has to go, which is almost like a catchphrase for her.
I was about
Somehow
to
there's
say,
always
bro,
somewhere
she's got
more
an MO,
important she has to
and
be,
it's leaving.
and everybody else is keeping her from completing these very pressing tasks. But once again, she is the reason that this situation isn't being resolved. Car accidents are scary, but unless a vehicle is totaled and cannot be moved, or a person is grievously injured, exchanging information, taking photos, and making a police report shouldn't eat up too much of one's time. In this case, it's a very small fender bender, with the person who is at fault taking the majority of the damage. So this entire issue could have been resolved in 10-20 minutes
so
max.
she wasn't even
But her
the
refusal to
the
calm down and
cause?
engage with anyone without screaming in their face has once again led to more time being wasted.
You can't leave yet. Don't leave.
I'm in the middle of an order.
Again, the officer tells her in no uncertain terms that she cannot leave the area, to which she immediately tries to get back into her car and leave. She deliberately disobeys this order and disrespects him, which is absolutely not the way you should engage with the police.
She was?
Regardless of how you feel about the cops, if you are in a situation where you have to speak to them, give clear and concise answers to their questions, and heed their instructions. They can make your life and the situation you have found yourself in more difficult than it needs to be. So just
God, DoorDash should figure out what to do. They should do something to put something into effect for when a dasher gets put in an accident. I mean, Shakira is just a victim of circumstance, bro. They should really make something to help the DoorDashers. Oh, wait, they have that.
Just complying as best you can is the best thing you can do for your own well-being. But Shakira acts against her own self-interest. In her mind,
Genius.
her wants and needs supersede any authority figure and anything that
Genius.
someone else in this situation might
Me
need.
when I'm
Last time she spoke
important.
with police, she was arrested and, seemingly, that arrest caused her to lose her job. She is now driving for Uber Eats or DoorDash and is stressed
Okay,
about
so
completing
yeah,
this
you guys
order.
are right.
Based
She did
solely
have a
on the
regular
comments in the
job,
initial
or she did
video,
have a different
this kind
job.
of follow-through is rare for someone delivering from these apps. There are also comments pointing out that if you report that you got into an accident as a driver and show evidence, like photos or video, they won't negatively penalize you and will send someone else to pick up the order instead. I'm unsure how accurate this actually is.
I'm
Based
pretty
on
sure
how
that's
lucrative
accurate.
these services are, chances are they
Also,
have a
I'm not
system
sure
in
she would
place in
have wanted
case
to
this
send any
happens,
video.
meaning that once again, this reaction is unnecessary. But moving on.
I have food in my car. I have food in my car.
You need to
I
calm
have
down.
food in my car.
Ma'am, you need to calm
I have
down.
food in my car.
Stand over here.
Ew.
Oh, she's going.
Babe, you need to get here. You need to fucking get here.
You can go.
Thank you.
Kayla, what
Get
happened?
here now. These cops are pissing me the fuck off.
Kayla,
All she has to say is that she saw the light was green and hit the gas, thinking that the car in front of her was moving, and then accidentally hit them. She gave the other driver her information,
So it was her
documented
fault.
the damage done to both cars, and that the police involvement is not necessary. Had she said that, she would be able to leave the situation without issue. But instead, she walks around, paces the
Wait, so
sidewalk
what are we
as if
doing?
she's itching to hit something
What?
or someone, and screams into the phone about how the cops are pissing her off. She is obviously behaving irrationally
What?
here, and the officer would not be at fault for believing she was on drugs or otherwise
So
impaired. Her
they
actions
already
could
did,
lead to
like,
her being
what they
detained
should
or
be-
arrested,
What?
something she obviously would not want to happen. But she doesn't see it that way. From her perspective, because anyone wants to ask her anything, they are being aggressive towards her. She is allowed to react to them however she sees fit. But if someone so much as asks her a question,
Oh my
that's too
God,
much.
bruh.
you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
No.
All right, Kayla, you're going to be detained. You're going to be detained.
Stop.
Why are you running away?
Oh, damn.
He wouldn't fucking let.
Hey.
There was a green light.
There's
He didn't go.
accident.
It doesn't mean you just hit the car. Maybe he hadn't noticed the light changed. Maybe his car was experiencing a mechanical problem. Or maybe he was deliberately fucking with her because he thought it would be funny because she's silly. No matter why he
I think
didn't
that's
move like
the
a light,
answer.
that doesn't
Yeah,
make her
I think
hitting
it's
his car
targeted.
okay,
I think
and
she's
it doesn't make
being
her reaction
framed.
here warranted. And because she is reacting
Definitely.
so poorly, making multiple attempts to get back in her car and flee the scene, the officer states he's going to detain her. It should also be noted that no one is having any issues with the other driver. His car was hit. He is the one who's been wronged.
Bro, like imagine just being in your car. Imagine getting hit and like information's exchanged. I mean, I don't know how that interaction went. I imagine it went interesting. And then he gets back in his car and he's just like sitting here looking in his rear view as she's like pacing around trying to break the police's ankles and screaming. Like I would just be like, I mean, I would not be leaving. I'd be watching this whole thing. I mean, we are watching this whole
All
thing.
he has done thus far is sit calmly in his car while she rages. He has refused to engage with her antics like a rational, mature adult.
Very smart. Okay, so it didn't go
Why are
well.
you yelling? Why are you freaking out?
Because I'm in the middle of work.
Please, I have to go to work.
Okay, well, you're not going anywhere.
I'm not going
Chris,
anywhere.
get over here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, you keep running around.
Break their
Sit down.
ankles.
We need to get here now. These cops they're pinning me to a corner.
Ma'am, we're trying to gather information so we can get you out
Oh
of
shit.
here.
In the last video, her boyfriend sprang into action when he thought she was being attacked by the police. She had been screaming in the hallway, and instead of looking outside and seeing what was happening, he jumped out of the door, hands raised like an old
Dude, is he gonna jump out of his car and be
yelled
like-
he was going to fuck them up? She provoked that response, but it was still his responsibility to verify what was happening before he stepped in. But in this instance, she is on the phone, most likely to him, and she lies. She told him that the cops have her pinned in a corner and that he needs to get there soon to
Right.
protect her. So she is deliberately mischaracterizing what is happening in order to escalate
The apartment door is
situation,
gonna
which would
appear and
only
he's gonna
serve to
jump
land
out
her
of it.
boyfriend or husband in prison. She's lying about the police violently attacking her. We've been watching what's happened, and no one has touched her.
They're
This
just
is
trying to get her to
malicious and
stop trying to
incredibly
break their
dangerous.
ankles.
The last time she was in this position, her partner was tased.
Yeah, the dude
but
from
apparently his
Deadlock,
health
yeah.
and well-being doesn't matter to her.
Meow.
Brother Dickinson.
Okay?
My car is.
Kayla.
My car is. I need
Doesn't look that bad. I mean, that's literally. I mean, it's not great.
Are you saying
Kayla,
it's gonna
no.
start?
No. You're not
I
getting
need
in
to
the
see
vehicle.
it. I'm not.
You're not getting
Then
in the
can you
vehicle.
start
You're
it?
getting detained.
No, please. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
gonna
sorry.
get
I'm sorry. Please,
Stop
please
yelling.
get here, please.
Jesus.
We've said this countless times, but she's acting like a child.
Genius.
A child that's gone all rubber bones because their mother told them they couldn't have a candy bar.
Yeah,
while
the
they were
classic
checking out of the
collapse
grocery
on the
store.
ground
So here she
technique.
sits on the side of the road screaming, like said child.
Absolute
This is such an
classic.
irresponsible and frankly embarrassing way to act.
The cops are trying to arrest me.
Kayla, we're not here to arrest you.
I will say, there's always a point in these videos where it feels like I'm watching The Office or something. She's behaving like a child again. Meanwhile, the cops are looking at the camera like Jim. Nothing they have done has provoked this response. Even if you wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt, the
I'm looking
officers
at the
have just been
camera
trying
like
to talk
Jim.
to her about what's going on. She has
I'm
screamed
not
in
even
their
involved.
faces, lied about them attacking her, and sat on the side of the road pouting.
Kayla, you...
Kayla, can you sit over here, please?
Please,
Them
no.
just being like,
Kayla,
Get here now, please.
we just have to conduct
Get
an
here
accident
now.
investigation, okay?
Get here now.
how much more reasonable could they be here? They're going, we're not even doing
30
anything.
months holy shit fart sound effect.
I didn't do anything.
Also,
I didn't
my
do
birthday
anything.
is in a week.
Kayla, get out of
Hell
the street.
yeah.
Get out of the
I
street.
didn't do anything wrong.
By walking in the street and not just talking to the police calmly, she has become a public nuisance,
Yes.
meaning that the
Well,
police
and a
would be well
danger.
within their rights to arrest her. Because she refuses to cooperate and maturely advocate for herself, she ends up breaking the law and making her life exponentially worse.
Oops.
Again, all she has to say was, I hit his car because he didn't go at a green light. It was my fault. So we swapped insurance information.
She doesn't have to
Thank
say
you
it's
for
her
coming
fault.
out.
She can
And
just
then
say
she
that.
could complete the order. But instead, she fakes that she is a victim of police brutality, sits in the middle of the street, and screams bloody murder.
Kayla, settle down.
Fireworks going off.
I'm in front of my car is fucked. My life is over.
Her life is not over.
Why
Let's
did
just
you
gather
go?
up the information and get out of here.
It was great.
Pausing for a second again to note, the other driver has not engaged with Kayla or at least we have not seen him engage with her.
Does he have a
stayed in his car
POV,
throughout
bro?
this interaction because he seemed to note that talking to her wasn't in his best interest. Despite that fact, she goes over to his car and begins screaming at him, blaming him for the accident when it was her fault. She hit him, he didn't back into her. He didn't force pull her car into his, like fucking Obi-Wan. She is responsible for what happened here, but she doesn't like how it makes her feel. So
Dude, I'd be like phone out, like filming this whole thing. This would have been great.
Obi-Wan, blame as much as possible.
Kayla.
As a lurker, this is hilarious and really hard to watch. It's amazing how wild Kayla is acting.
It's a tough watch, but it's like an impossible to not watch tough watch. You know what I mean?
Kayla.
Oh no!
Calm down.
Oh no! Oh no!
Please, can you see if it starts for me?
Kayla.
Please,
We
can
can
you
see if
just
it
see if it
starts.
starts?
Yeah, we can do that.
Mom, I just got
Dude, like imagine you're just a hairstylist in this hair studio and you're just witnessing this. Like imagine you go to get your hair done today and you sit, you like, you know, say like the mirrors are right here and you're sitting right here and you're just talking to your hairstylist and you look over to your left and it's just like, please, please. I'd be like, pause the haircut real quick. Take your time.
Kayla, it's okay. It's okay. Is it leaking anything? Hey, Kayla.
Bro, her voice is echoing. That's crazy.
You look to your left and it's just
At the end of the
fucking
last video starring
R2D2
Shakira
screaming in your
flabbergasted,
window.
She was upset because she was the only person being arrested. Her boyfriend had tried to fight for her honor, but the responding officers didn't want to upset the child who was also present, and determined that he didn't need to be detained for his actions. That was explained to her a couple of times. However, she reacted negatively to that information. In her mind, the police weren't acting in the best interest of her child. They were picking on her and being unfair.
Right.
She was being singled out for no reason, even
Right.
though she was objectively
Yes.
at fault. And that same sentiment is here as well. Even though she hit the other, much larger vehicle,
Gotta
she's
be the
upset that
case.
her car is more damaged.
It's gotta
She
be
feels
true.
like it's not fair that his car isn't fucked up the way hers is, and therefore
Yeah,
her
everybody-
continued
it's-
tantrum
you know
is
what?
justified. It's an immature
Free
reaction,
Shakira, bro.
obviously.
Everybody's out to get her.
Kayla, it's okay.
Oh my god!
It's okay. Kayla.
Oh my god!
The captions can't even pick up what she's saying, bro. Captions ain't even know what's going on.
It doesn't matter, my car is ruined! My car is ruined!
It looks drivable, Kayla. It looks
My car is ruined! Oh, f*** off! Why are you laughing?
I'm not.
He was. But the fact that she cannot see how her reaction is
absolutely
funny
would
shows,
be.
at least to us, how genuine this display is. She
Bro.
doesn't feel any shame for how she is acting. Even
That
though
is
most people would.
crazy.
In her
You're
mind,
being
she's behaving the
laughed
way any
at.
person would in this situation. And the police officer laughing at her is just being callous and uncaring. Her car also looks fine.
Mom, I want to kill myself. I want to go and I'm going to myself. I'm done!
Okay, so she absolutely should not have said that. Because now,
Well, now
the
she's
officers
super
chose to put
arrested,
her
yeah.
in an involuntary mental health treatment order until they determine if she is a danger to herself. That would make the situation exponentially worse for her. Obviously, openly stating that you're going to kill yourself in front of the police is maybe the last thing you would want to do in this situation, especially if you have already shown some signs of emotional instability. This footage is less than 10 minutes long.
She has
and
shown
in
a
5 minutes,
little.
she has given the officers at least 3 separate reasons
She's
to
shown a
detain
few
her.
signs. They're very subtle. They're very subtle, but she's shown a few signs of instability here. You guys are gonna have to pay attention. Okay, they're very subtle.
Kayla. Your radiator's fine.
Okay, so if you didn't notice, when she told the cop to shut the fuck up, that was probably not a good idea. So I know that was a hard one to catch. I know, but that was,
Ma'am, please stop.
yeah.
No.
Yourself!
Your radiator's.
I'm gonna get a picture quick and I'm gonna get you out of here.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Okay, so if you didn't pick this one up, so what you can see here, and you don't see it that well because it's very subtle. Once again, this is a very subtle thing. Cops are trained to pick up on this stuff. So she's flicking him off with her middle finger directly, right up in his face. Also a good sign of, can we get a red circle? Yeah, hold on. Okay. Okay, so what we can see here, and let me just make this clear for you guys, because once again, this is a very subtle right here. Right here is the sign of instability. Once again, very subtle. It's hard to notice, and not a lot of people pick up on it due to my like studies and stuff. What I studied in my degree, it is easy for me to notice this sort of stuff. So she's directly aggressing towards the police. And once again, I mean, you know, who would have noticed this? It's one of those little things that like you pick up on from studying, and you know, that's why we do these, so you guys can, you know, be educated a bit more.
Oh my God.
Your radiator's not.
Shut up!
Okay, so once again, another one of these sort of little things that you might not have seen without somebody like me here to help out. Let's just roll that back a little bit here. Hold on. Whoa, calm down. Let's just. I'm going frame by frame so we can make sure to pick up on this subtlety here. Okay. Right. So. Right. Okay. Okay, so once again, there's these very subtle things in these interactions that people don't really pick up on unless you have the training. So when she directly yelled in the cop's face and screamed "shut up," that wasn't a good idea. That was probably not a good idea. Another easy sign of not going to go well for her. And once again, you know, not everybody's going to pick up on this because, like, look, I mean, it's very hard to tell. It's one of these, once again, these very, let me put an arrow just to make sure that you guys understand. It's one of these very, it's one of those little things. It's the little things. It's the little things that like make the situation make sense. And you guys aren't like, not everybody's going to notice this stuff.
You should be able to drive it. You're not leaving.
Do we have another unit coming?
Yeah, I got someone. I asked for one. I don't know who's coming down.
The light was green! It was green!
Screaming at the other driver doesn't change what happened. Again, she is trying to deflect any feelings of responsibility for the accident onto the other driver, because she knows that she was at fault and it makes her feel uncomfortable. It was an accident, one that most drivers have gotten into at some point in their life, and it can leave you feeling stupid. But as an adult, you should be able to feel stupid without needing to make people around you miserable and feel the same way.
We just gotta get some pictures.
No! No!
Is she sitting on the accident? Is she hiding? Is she hiding her mess? She's literally hiding her mess like a 2-year-old.
Well, there's no damage to his, it doesn't seem like. There's just damage to yours.
Yeah, I know. Great. Funny. Great. Get away from me.
We saw an accident.
God, I hate how funny that is. I hate how funny that is. I hate how funny that is. Like, that's so stupid, but it's so funny. The way that the delivery is so funny.
Off! Don't talk to me! Don't talk to me!
Why are you freaking out? Really not too much.
So fucked. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. I can't fix this. I can't fix this.
They should make a job that fixes that. We should make people do that as a job that like who can fix it.
I can't fix it!
Because she clearly can't fix it. So if you're not paying attention, she's realizing she can't fix this. It's a shame that there's no sort of occupation that can fix it for her, because she's clearly distressed that she can indeed not fix it. So there's a bit of an understanding here in the terms of her distress, because it is true, she cannot fix it.
Kayla, get out of the street.
No!
Get out of the road! Get out of the road!
Leave me alone!
Get out of the road!
Leave me alone!
I'm not gonna leave.
Get the fuck out of my face!
Bro,
Young,
Leave me alone!
listen.
this is
I don't care!
unreal.
Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
It's a pretty simple accident investigation.
Fuck off!
Imagine
Honestly, I've seen people fix worse dents with the suction end of a dildo.
Imagine the guy in the truck, dude, just being like, hey babe, gonna be late to bringing dinner home. A woman hit me and she's having a meltdown in front of the police. And there's just a video attached where we're like, please, please.
Get
I'm not doing
No,
anything!
you're not going on the road.
I'm not.
You're not gonna go on the road.
This is insane! This is insane! I can't believe it!
It is indeed insane.
No! You guys are fucking pricks!
No, they are not.
There
We've
is a,
reviewed
yeah, this
cases
is
where the cops are
insane. I
pricks,
just,
where they misuse
yes.
their authority to make the lives of the people they are sworn to serve harder, simply because they can. And each time an officer has had to deal with Shakira, they have given her chance after chance, even when she objectively doesn't deserve it. The officers here are just trying to do their job. They want to record the accident, finish their report, and finish their patrols. They even attempted to comfort her about the damage done to her car, because she was extremely fatalistic about it. But given that they aren't bending to her whims and trying to make her act like an adult, she treats them as adversaries.
You get pictures, Chris?
Just chasing her around like how you heard cheap in video games.
Do you have what you need for an accident report?
Yeah, we have what we need from the gentleman.
Okay. Do you want to tell us what happened?
No! The light was green and he didn't go!
Okay. Officer Berg will create accident report. You want the case number?
Yourself.
Okay. You have her.
Did somebody say, did somebody go,
have
ooh,
insurance?
at the end there?
Anything.
Do you have insurance?
I'm not giving you anything.
All right, well, we'll just give her a citation for no proof of insurance.
Okay, give me
That's
a citation. I don't care.
Fine. That's fine.
What am I getting a citation for?
Alright.
What? Are you serious? Do you have insurance? I'm not telling you. Okay, we're going to give you a citation for not telling us. Give me a citation. I don't care. Why are you giving me a citation?
When I do something stupid, I get the urge to do this, but then I stop, I think, and if I'm overwhelmed, I say, hold on, can you give me a bit? I need to calm down first.
Like what? You're getting a citation because of the conversation that happened 1 sentence ago. It just happened.
Explain it to you. I'm not going to sit here and debate with you.
Insurance card!
You told me. You just told me that.
Actually
I can
stamping
keep
your feet
myself-
on the ground and everything.
That's what you told us. You have insurance. You were involved in an accident. You need to provide insurance.
I don't have the information.
Then who is it, Kayla?
I don't know.
Okay. Would you like to give it to us at some point? You want to tell us what happened?
The light was fucking green,
just-
and my
just-
tires
you don't
are
have to
bald,
you
and
don't-
I slid into his truck.
Okay, so now she hit his car because her tires are bald, and she just
Her
slid into his
tires
truck.
are
Given that we're
bald.
8 minutes into this interaction, and this is the first time she is saying she slid into him, I doubt that that is the truth.
I can't
But the
imagine how
accident would
bad
still
she'd
be-
react
You
if
see
she
what
did
I'm
this
saying,
where I
dude?
live, since rear ends are considered the person who hit the car's fault, no questions asked.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's so unfortunate because she's like unintentionally being hilarious in some of these moments. calling her tires bald is objectively hilarious to me. But like, it's a shame because this person is a fucking asshole.
Be her fault. As a licensed driver, it's your duty to make sure your vehicle is in working order, and she didn't do that.
Is calling a tire bald like that a common term? Is that like the common... Is that genuinely a term? I didn't know that. Okay, maybe she's not that funny. I don't fucking know. Oh, I'm sorry. Is everybody a car guy in here? Are we all car guys in here? My bad. My bad. I forgot that I have an entire audience of car people.
Hang on, I don't think I understand all the way. Do you think you can give us another example of her being violent? I'm not the best at seeing the small details and may need something a bit more clear. Maybe a few more arrows.
When was that?
People.
The other day.
Can you come off the road?
No, I want to get hit by a car.
Why?
I'm
Why? It's an accident.
I can't afford to fix this.
You probably don't have to fix it that much.
You guys are fucking retarded. Straight up fucking stupid.
Okay. I'm not going to put up with that. All right.
I don't.
Good luck.
An insurance card. My insurance is through a different state.
That's
what?
not...
Okay. You can call Officer Berg tomorrow.
That's not how
and
that
let
works.
him know who your insurance is.
No.
Okay. Well, then you will be cited for that.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right.
Oh. I can take care of all the crash report stuff. It doesn't matter. I don't know.
So she rear-ended the car. Yeah. So that ticket and then no insurance. Yeah. Okay.
You think she has an inside voice?
My goodness.
Kayla was charged with disorderly conduct for her behavior.
No way.
So that is where the footage ends.
What?
Kayla is a warning to the general public about what it looks like when a person refuses to take any personal responsibility for their actions.
Bro,
or
the
deal
light
with
was
negative
green, though.
emotions maturely, and then reacts impulsively. Because of her own unwillingness to
The light
tackle
was
any
green,
issue
though.
like an adult, she's been arrested 2 times that we are aware of, and her behavior at the scene
Well, 3
always
times.
compounds the issue. If you engage with the world the way that Kayla does, it will feel like an unfair, terrible place because you're making it that way.
Well,
the
'cause-
best thing you
well,
can
the
do for
light was
yourself
green,
is
though.
to process and learn to sort through your emotions.
Green
that
means
way
go.
no one else gets hurt in the crossfire.
And he
It's not
didn't
fun,
go and I
it's annoying.
did.
And when you're
So
dealing
he
with
fought for
someone
not
who's
green on
emotionally
go or
immature,
go on
it can
green.
be taxing, but you should do everything in your power to not end up like Shakira flabbergasted. So if you've made it to this portion in the video, thank you so much for watching. Viewers like you allow us to create these videos full time, and it means the world to us. If you want to see more content, like, comment, and subscribe. If there's a video you would like to see on the channel, let me know by
Green
leaving
mean
a
go,
comment
though.
or
I don't
emailing me
understand.
at dreading.official@gmail.com. Have a great day, and remember, stay safe.
Green mean go, though.